A very warm good morning to one and all present over here class. Welcome to the digital platform of APS. Now this is Pavan Kumar. Today I will discuss RT chapter continuity and differentiability questions. So class, in previous lecture I have discussed three questions. Now I will come to the next question number 4. Question number 4 is topic is continuity and differentiability. Question is discuss the differentiability of function. Discuss the differentiability of function fx fx is given x square, now 2x. If x is less than equal to 2 and x is greater than 2. Now this is our function and we have to discuss the differentiability of function by using graph at x is equal to 2. At x is equal to 2. We have to discuss the differentiability. Discuss the differentiability. First of all, I am going to draw the graph. See, solution. First function fx or y is equal to x square. Represent the equation of upward parabola open in positive direction of y-axis. And symmetric about y-axis and passing through origin. Now see, this is x and y-axis. X-axis, y-axis, and this is the equation of upward parabola. Its terminology is open in the positive direction of y-axis. From x is equal to or x is less than equal to 2. In case you can draw or you will draw the graph only at x is equal to 2. So this is the point. Here x is equal to 2 and when you will put x is equal to 2 in this equation, you will get y is equal to also 4. So this coordinate will be 2, 4. Suppose this is the point P, its coordinate is 2, 4. Now we are going to draw the second graph. The second graph is y is equal to 2x. Second graph is fx is equal to 2x. This implies y is equal to 2x. This is the equation of line passing through origin. Represent the equation of line passing through origin, and any one point you can take. When you will put x is equal to 1, you will get y is equal to 2, and x is equal to 2, you will get y is equal to 4. So we can take any other points 2, 4. Suppose origin 0, 0 and intersect the parabola at x is equal to 2. Means we can say line is passing through 2, 4. Now you can take this line. This is the line. Y is equal to 2x. And only for x is greater than 2. Only for x is greater than 2. This is equal to 2 and this is less than 2. So from this figure it is clear at a point P there are two possible tangents can be drawn. So now we can say now the function is not differentiable at x is equal to 2. The function is not differentiable at x is equal to 2. Therefore, fx is equal to x squared 2x. For x is less than 2, x is greater than 2, is not differentiable at x is equal to 2. For this figure, this is the equation of x square is equal to 4y or x square is equal to y. Its equation, and this equation is y is equal to 2x. This is the intersection of axis, that is origin. This is y axis, and the function is break at x is equal to 2. Where is the point P having coordinates 2, 4. Now function is not differentiable. Now I will come to the next question. The next question is question number 5. Question number 5 is differentiate or prove that question number 5, prove that d by dx of sec inverse x is equal to 1 upon x root over x square minus 1. Now see, for all small x belongs to all a real number except minus 1 to 1 in open intervals. Now see the solution. Solution is let y is equal to sec inverse x. Now in this question, first of all you will consider y is equal to sec inverse x. So let t is equal to or x is equal to sec theta. Now consider equation 1 and equation 2. Then d by d theta, we are going to differentiate equation 2 with respect to theta. So d by d theta of x is equal to d by d theta of sec theta, and its result you know, sec theta into tan theta. Now we can write dx upon d theta value is sec theta into tan theta. Consider equation 3. Now y is equal to we can write sec inverse sec theta So why we can write theta? Because sec inverse sec theta theta. Now why we can write theta? This implies dy by d theta result is 1. Consider equation 4. Now since dy by dx we can write dy by d theta into dx upon d theta. So dy by d theta result is 1 and dx upon d theta is sec theta into tan theta. This one we have to divide. This is in implicit form, so not multiply. So dy by dx we can write dy by d theta whole upon dx upon d theta, and this result is 1. Now whole upon sec theta into tan theta. Now this expression we can write 1 upon, this is sec theta, and tan theta we can write sec square theta minus 1. Now dy by dx we can write, sec theta value is x, so x times root over x square minus 1, and this implies y function dy by dx of sec inverse x is equal to 1 upon x root over x square minus 1. Now this is our proof. Hence proved. This question I have to prove. This question was so easy. Now section 1 is totally completed. See, so in this question we have completed this question by using implicit function. You can see the given function was sec inverse x, and we have to split this, or we have to eliminate inverse type. So to eliminate this part or inverse function, we have to convert in single function or simple function. We will consider x is equal to sec theta. Now x is equal to sec theta, when you will put, you will get the result sec inverse, or you can get the result sec inverse sec theta. Then you cannot put any value other than sec theta. So y is equal to sec inverse sec theta. This is theta. And when you will differentiate, or you will put the value of sec theta, you can get theta. So y is equal to theta, and dy by d theta result you will get 1. When you will differentiate with respect to theta, here I am writing differentiate with respect to theta. So you will get dy by d theta result is 1. Now dy by dx format we can write dy by d theta whole upon dx upon d theta, and d theta will cancel out, you will get same result dy by dx. So dy by d theta result is 1, you know, from equation 4. And from equation 3, dx upon d theta result is sec theta into tan theta. Now 1 upon sec theta into tan theta value, we can write value of tan theta, you know, the value of tan theta in terms of sec theta, we can write sec square theta minus 1. This is the formula. So you can use this formula at the place of tan theta. You can put root over sec square theta minus 1. Now you know, we have considered sec theta is equal to 1 x. Sec theta is equal to x. Now you can put here x and root over x square minus 1. See, this is our proof. Now see, section A is totally completed. Now in the next lecture I will discuss next question, question number 6. In question number 6, you know, x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to c square, and we have to find out the values of c in terms of dy by dx and second order derivative. So this question is also so easy. In the next lecture I will discuss this question. Now see, question is, if x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to c square, then find the value of c in terms of dy by dx and d2y by dx2. d2y by dx2. Now this is our question number 6. So first of all, you will see, this is the given function x minus a, or given equation x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to c square. This equation represents the equation of circle having center coordinate is a comma b and radius is c. Now we have to differentiate this function first time, or we have to find out single derivative. And now we have to find out double derivative. Now we have to eliminate c. We have to eliminate c, or the value of c in terms of dy by dx and d2y by dx2. So this question I will discuss in the next lecture. Okay.